What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and today I'm here to talk about the 3 new Telltale announcements. So I'm going to go kind of the most significant to the least. So I'm going to start out kind of out of order from what they did in their direct, but we're going to go through all 3 games. I'm going to start with the one that could be, in my opinion, the most interesting, and it's not probably the one that you think it is The Walking Dead, the final season. I want to talk about that first. So what we found out is that there is going to be a final Walking Dead season 4. You're going to be playing as Clementine. It's going to be Clementine's story, and that will premiere in 2018. It will start in 2018. So I think personally, this is probably the biggest news, because while Wolf Among Us, and we'll talk about that too, that's big. That's a big deal. It's a huge deal. The Walking Dead holds a very special part of a lot of people's hearts, and it holds a part of my heart too. The Walking Dead season 1 was easily one of the best games ever made. I think it was a landmark for episodic storytelling. Easily, it set the bar, and it really showed how to do it. And while I don't think Telltale maybe has ever made a game as good as that, other games have come close, and even a game like Life is Strange was phenomenal. I don't even know, and I haven't even thought about how it compares to Season 1. The Walking Dead is a very special thing to us from Telltale. Season 1 was obviously this masterpiece between Clementine and Lee. And, they talked about that in their direct, how, that story, she signified hope. And, you really felt like you had to protect her. You were her guardian. And then Season 2 really was you playing as her and making these tough choices. And while Season 2 wasn't as good as Season 1, I thought it was when I played it. I thought it was better. But now looking back on it, I can definitely see that it's not. It was very, very good. And The New Frontier was solid. I think it was the weakest of the 3 seasons. And part of that reason, honestly, is you didn't play as Clementine that often. There was even trophies in the game, or achievements or whatever, where you played as her 1/6 of each episode. You would play as her in like a flashback. You never got to make choices as her. And while I think Javier was a cool story, and his relationship with Kate was a cool story, and having Clementine see that and get her hope back, which again is what Telltale talked about, having Clementine see this relationship again, this actual functional family, it can rejuvenate her because of all the stuff she's been through. It could be essential that Season 3 happen, and I get it. Season 4, this is it. And honestly, that is why this is probably my number 1 announcement that they announced, is this is it. And, thinking about it and really watching it and watching all the trailers for all 3 seasons and finally, coming to the realization, this is it. It hurts. It honestly, it hits you emotionally, because this is a character. Clementine is probably one of the top female characters ever made in gaming, ever. Her, Ellie, they're both, I'd say, number 1 and number 2, and I'm not going to give an order. Those are easily the top 2 females in any given game. And to see Clementine's story end, it's going to be sad. This is a character that we've grown to love, literally love. We've grown to love her over the last 5 years, and by the time it's over, it'll be 6 years that we've been with her. So it's going to be really emotional. It's going to be really epic. I don't know what they would do for her. I don't know if they would kill her off or not. She's probably going to find AJ. That seems to be the thing, is she's going to go for AJ. But then what happens after? And that's obviously the story they said they're going to tell with her, is what happens after she finds AJ. What kind of world? How is she going to live in this new world? So it's going to be cool. I don't know what they will do with her character, if they'll leave her be, if maybe we'll see more Walking Dead characters. It'll be very interesting to see what they do. But that's honestly my most impactful announcement that Telltale made, because that series means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to a lot of other people too. And so for this to be it, the final season of The Walking Dead, the closing of Telltale's probably best franchise. Now, I know Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands are equally as good, but they've only had 1 season. Walking Dead has had 3 seasons. It's, I think, their biggest and best franchise that they have. That's my personal opinion. Next up was The Wolf Among Us Season 2. Again, this is not in order. I'm actually going backwards. Wolf Among Us Season 2, oh my god. We've been wanting this for a long, long time. I've played every Telltale game, starting with Walking Dead Season 1. I played a little bit of Back to the Future. In fact, my sister played the whole game, but I watched Back to the Future. I know about the Jurassic Park and all that. And so I started at Walking Dead Season 1. The next one up was Wolf Among Us, and, it's been a long time. That was 2014 The Wolf Among Us came out. It's been a long time. That game was so good. Tyler and I both played it. Tyler loves it. I love it. We've talked about it before. We talked about theories in between episodes. That is such a amazing world. And they talked about that. Fabletown really has this feel to it, really has this impact on you. And it's something unlike anything Telltale ever made. And that's what I think makes it such a power. That's why I think Wolf Among Us, Tales, and Walking Dead are easily the best three. Is they're just so different. They're so full of energy. They're so full of life in their own ways. And Wolf Among Us, having the whole Fable stories to it, having Bigby back, having all these characters back, having this detective story, and having it be more, gruesome. Wolf Among Us Season 1, you made some tough choices. There were some gory scenes. There were some high-action fighting. There were some decisions to be made, and there were emotions that you felt with Snow and other people. So this is a game that easily is one of Telltale's best, a lot of people's absolute favorites that they've ever made. So it's really good that they're bringing it back. I cannot wait. It's going to be 2018, obviously, we found out. So having it come back is definitely awesome. I know a lot of people have asked Telltale for it. I think I've even tweeted them and said, where's Wolf Among Us? And it's crazy that it's taken them this long with a franchise that they know that we want so much of, and instead they're putting their resources towards whatever the heck they're doing, Minecraft Season 2 and all this stuff. Season 2 is fine, but final announcement was Batman Season 2. And again, it's weird because I enjoyed Batman Season 1. It wasn't that good, to be completely honest. What I don't understand with Telltale, and Telltale can have its own video for how I feel about it, is they make some very weird choices, right? They leave Minecraft and they make it very open that they're going to make a Season 2. And, they added 3 episodes on to Season 1. With Game of Thrones, it ended very clearly there's going to be a Season 2. Hopefully, actually, there isn't. But, it ends with a Season 2, that they're going to do it. They've made some weird choices with these games and putting their efforts in things that I don't really know why they would do it. Batman, honestly, is one of those. I don't know why they wouldn't put it towards Tales from the Borderlands. It's not like we just got it, 6 months ago or a year ago. In the terms of The Walking Dead, we're going to get a season back-to-back years, which actually is the first time that we've done that, because 4 games in 6 years, New Frontier was 2 years after Season 2, so, they've kind of staggered that one. It's not like we got Tales from the Borderlands 6 months ago. It's been a while. It's been quite some time. Batman, we just got it. Batman, we got it last year. And so for it to come out literally a year later, I'm not saying it's going to be bad, because Season 1 wasn't bad. Season 1 was average. I thought Batman could have been something so much more for Telltale, because, just how you can do it. I feel like they had a lot of options available that they didn't really take. Playing as Batman was very awesome. There was some of the best fighting scenes, some of the most creative fighting and ways of doing the fighting with the controls and with the quick time actions and all that stuff. That was some of the best they've ever done, and it was really fun. Some of those boss battles, some of the longer battles playing as Batman. But honestly, some of those episodes dragged. Some of the detective scenes were just bad. The playing as Bruce Wayne was okay, but they just never made it that much fun. That was a series that I thought could have been the best series they've ever made. And it had that potential going in. And it wasn't. It was very average. I'd put it even below Minecraft. I had more fun with Minecraft Season 1 than Batman. So it's interesting they chose that. And like I said, I hope they've backed down from Game of Thrones Season 2, because you look at these announcements and you look at what they could mean in general for Telltale. You got Guardians of the Galaxy, which, by the way, that's not even that good. You got Guardians of the Galaxy still coming out. It's only been 2 episodes. You still got 3 left. You got Minecraft. You got 4 episodes left. Now you got Batman coming out in August 8th. You got 5 episodes for that. Then in 2018, you got Wolf Among Us and Walking Dead. And you got to think maybe Batman stretches in, and maybe Minecraft stretches into 2018. So maybe Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us towards the middle of next year. Maybe even Wolf Among Us next summerish. So they've told us quite a bit of their timeline. And what it's more intriguing to me about is, again, no Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, it's been a long time since they made that, and they made it very clear they were going to make a second one. They actually even said Season 1's whole point was to set up a Season 2, which I think is absolutely stupid that they said that out loud. That is truly embarrassing and disappointing, and you can tell because Season 1 was pretty bad. But these announcements actually make it seem pretty good, in terms of that, because they gave us what we wanted for Wolf Among Us. They are making this final episode for Walking Dead, so now they're going to lose a franchise. But they could, I guess, do Game of Thrones Season 2. What I would hope for next, after these batch of games come out, next summer, next fall, I hope the next thing is Tales from the Borderlands Season 2. I think that would be next on their list. In terms of, it did critically amazing, got Game of the Year from some places, and it was very well worthy of Game of the Year. It got Game of the Year. It sold, I'm sure, very well, and it's one of their most popular franchises. People ask for Season 2 all the time. You do not see people asking for Season 2 of Game of Thrones. So I hope that's been pushed. And another one is their own game. We know Telltale is making their own IP, their own brand new game, but that wasn't announced. And like I said, I feel like these announcements really carry over until next August, next September at the earliest. I could see these announcements really being their entire schedule for another year and a half. So where does Game of Thrones Season 2, where does Tales Season 2, and where does their own game fall into that? And also, do they decide, do they decide to do another episode, another season of Guardians? Do they expect to do a Season 3 of Minecraft? I think Minecraft is a game they could continue for a while. Without Walking Dead, what do? Do they do another franchise? Can they pick another Marvel game, or can they do, something else? It'll be very interesting to see what they choose. So I want to know from you guys what you thought of their announcements. What's the game you're looking forward to the most from them? What do you think about what I said? Are you looking forward to, do you want a Tales from the Borderlands Season 2? Do you want another Game of Thrones? What do you want? Let me know in the comments below. We can talk about it. Make sure you subscribe to Podcast Now, our YouTube channel, for more content. Like and share this video. And we're going to have videos on all of this stuff. Batman, we're going to have a preview on. We'll have a Let's Play and a review. So Batman Season 2, Episode 1 we'll have. When Walking Dead and when Wolf Among Us come out, we will obviously do stuff on that. And we'll have stuff for every Telltale game, Minecraft and Guardians of the Galaxy included. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.